Hey everyone, this is Gary Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I will talk about how much sugar is in your food and drink. So if you like the video related to my health, my way, I will like to request you all please do subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon or give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin. Let's go. Modern life is so fast paced that it can be difficult to keep a healthy balance of nutrient in the food you eat. Sugar is one of these nutrients and the cells in the body without would die without it. Consuming too much sugar, however, raises the risk of several dangerous health problems, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, increased pressure on the heart and blood vessel, and dental decay. It is estimated that the average person in the United States consumes around 19.5 teaspoons or 82 grams of sugar per day. That is over double the amount recommended by the American Heart Association, which is 9 teaspoons per day for men and 6 teaspoons for women. To keep control of sugar level, it can be helpful to know just how much sugar in the most widely available food. This MNT Knowledge Center article is a one-stop resource listing the sugar content for a range of both processed and natural food that people in the US eat every day. So, the fast fact on sugar content: men should eat no more than 9 teaspoons of sugar per day, and women no more than 6. Chocolate bar, sweet cereal, and soda often contain high level of added sugar. Fruits contain natural sugar that are less harmful than the sugar found in processed food. Regularly consuming too much sugar increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Now, what is sugar? Sugar is a simple carbohydrate that belongs to a class of chemically related sweet tasting substances. It is available in many different forms. The three main types of sugar are sucrose, lactose, and fructose. Even though cells need glucose to survive, consuming too much can cause health problems. Now, the American Health Association says that added sugar contributes zero nutrient and are empty calories that can lead to extra pound or even obesity, thereby reducing heart health. Being aware of the existing and added sugar content in food and drink is vital to overall health, so many products have sugar added to them. That in the modern food market, people must take extra steps to avoid consuming more than the recommended amount. So, in March 2019, the World Health Organization published new guidelines recommending that adults and children reduce their intake of added sugar to less than 10% of their total energy intake. A further reduction to below 5% is associated with additional health benefit. The term free sugar refers to any glucose, fructose, and sucrose added to food and drink, as well as the sugar that occur naturally in syrup, honey, and fruit juice. The term does not apply to a natural sugar found in fresh fruit, vegetable, or milk because there is no evidence linking these sugars to health problems. A single teaspoon of sugar is around 4 grams. The American Health Association recommendation of for daily added sugar intake: 6 teaspoons for women and 9 teaspoons for men is equal to 24 gram and 36 gram of added sugar respectively. So now I'll talk about the soft drinks. Drinking fizzy, sugary beverages can end up contributing most of your daily sugar intake. The Coca-Cola 1 can, which includes 330 ml, that means 7.25 teaspoon of sugar. Then it comes to Red Bull 1 can, that will be 5.35 teaspoon of sugar. Sprite 1 can, that will be 7.61 teaspoon of sugar. Then Old Jamaica ginger beer 1 can, that will be 10.8 teaspoon of sugar. A study published in Circulation, the Journal of the American Health Association, identified a link between drinking more than 1 can of soda a day and an increased risk of developing heart disease and diabetes. So now I'll talk about the breakfast cereals. In the US, breakfast cereals are among the most commonly consumed food with high level of added sugar. The following value show the amount of sugar per 100 grams serving in some of the most popular cereals that will be I will be going to tell you. The first one, that is Alpen, 4.05 teaspoon of sugar. Cheerios, 0.88 teaspoon of sugar. Cornflake, 1.93 teaspoon of sugar. Cocoa Krispies, 7.83 teaspoon of sugar. Fruit Loops, 8.46 teaspoon of sugar, raisin bran 6.35 teaspoon of sugar, frosted flake 7.12 teaspoon of sugar, honey smack 11.4 teaspoon of sugar, rice krispies 2 teaspoon of sugar, special cake 2.57 teaspoon of sugar, tricks 6.49 teaspoon of sugar, lucky charms 7.33 teaspoon of sugar, rice checks 1.62 teaspoon of sugar, wheat checks 2.09 teaspoon of sugar, corn checks 2.25 teaspoon of sugar, honey nut Cheerios 6.67 teaspoon of sugar, Reese Puff 6.3 teaspoon of sugar, Golden Grahams 7.1 teaspoon of sugar, Cocoa Puff 7.55 teaspoon of sugar, Cookie Crisp 7.06 teaspoon of sugar, shredded wheat 0 teaspoon of sugar, Cocoa Pebbles 7.26 teaspoon of sugar, Banana Nut Crunch 3.55 teaspoon of sugar. Now I'll talk about the fruits. Fruits contain a type of sugar called fructose. Fresh fruit had no sugar, but sugar level range from 1 teaspoon per 100 grams in cranberries to over 3 teaspoons in grapes. So all figures below that will be show naturally occurring sugar per 100 gram serving. Keep in mind that consuming fruit is part of a healthy and well balanced diet, and that the sugar in fruit has not demonstrated adverse effect on health. So the mangoes 2.77 teaspoon of sugar, bananas 2.48 teaspoon of sugar, apples 2.11 teaspoon of sugar, pineapples 2 teaspoon of sugar, grapes 3.14 teaspoon of sugar, lemons 0.5 teaspoon of sugar, kiwi fruit 1.82 teaspoon of sugar, apricot 1.87 teaspoon of sugar, strawberry 0.99 teaspoon of sugar, raspberry 0.9 teaspoon of sugar, blueberry 2.02 teaspoon of sugar, cranberry 0.87 teaspoon of sugar, tomatoes 0.53 teaspoon of sugar. Now I will be talking about the risk involved in this. The American Health Association has urged people to cut their intake of added sugar because of evidence that it can lead to the following health condition, that is the obesity. A recent study in QJM found that eating more sugar and consuming artificially sweetened soda is associated with obesity. The heart disease research published in JAMA Internal Medicine investigated sugar intake and death related to cardiovascular disease. They conclude that most US adults consume more added sugar than is recommended for a healthy diet. We observed a significant relationship between added sugar consumption and increased risk for a cardiovascular disease mortality. Type 2 diabetes. Although sugar does not directly cause diabetes, individuals who consume more sugar than average are more likely to be overweight, which is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes. The US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report that an excessively high proportion of the population is consuming too many calories for reducing weight. So that's all about the weight loss, that how much sugar is in your food and drink. So one more thing important I need to tell you here, I personally prepared a small presentation for all of you guys, which will definitely going to help you in order to reduce the diabetes level. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it for that. So that's all. I will definitely meet you in the next video with my other content, and more importantly, please do like, share, subscribe this video with your loved ones so that they can also gain the knowledge about this. So that's all. Have a lovely time with your loved ones. God bless you all. Take care. Bye bye.